If you love God, love people, and love real estate, you're in the right place. Have you ever thought about starting your own housing program and thought it took a license? Thought you had to get permission from your city? You thought zoning was required? It doesn't. Let me introduce you to independent living facilities, which is an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. So if you love God, love people, and love real estate, you're in the right place. My name is Derek Forston, and I can't wait because we're getting ready to get started, even though this is going to be a really short show. Shay, who are you?
I'm Shanya Shea
I think you're Shay.
Forston. I am Shanya Shea Forston. Shay Forston. Shanya Shea Forston. That's who I am. But guys, remember, the ILF model can be done as a nonprofit or for-profit entity. And we always dive into that, have plenty of conversations. And also, you'll see our live replays here as well that we talk about the difference between doing this as a nonprofit and a for-profit. And me, I'm the founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, 501c3, co-founder here of Forston Consultants. And guess what? I am a nonprofit ILF owner and operator. So let's dive into tonight's conversation and let's get this party started.
All right, let's do it. So guys, everybody go ahead and put in the chat where you guys located. I know I say this all the time, but this is going to be a short room and we're going to be out of here probably before 7:35. That's the goal. My team told me that I got 35 minutes tonight, so we're going to see how it goes.
Let's do it.
Put in the chat if you're new to us, city and state, but also type in the chat new and then put your city and state. And I want to welcome all of the people that are always here. Thank y'all so much for always joining us here at the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great, where we do discuss the love of God, real estate, and social services. Shay, you got something?
I don't have anything.
I thought you was about to say something. So let me see me check the chat real quick. I wanted to see like who's new.
Jeanette Martinez is new.
Jeanette's new from Tampa.
Biblically Bougie podcast is new.
I like that name, Biblically Bougie. Like
I hope you trademark it. Trademark it.
Love that. Baltimore, Maryland. We're actually going to be in Baltimore this year, possibly also going to be in Indiana. Shay and I also participated in the tax lien, tax deed sale that's going down in Indiana as well. So, Jermaine, good to see you, big bro. And again, welcome to all the new people. Lakeland, Florida, welcome to you. I'm originally from Polk County, so I'm Haines City. So if you're from Lakeland, me and you automatically family because we represent Polk County. Now, most of the time, I'm here for a long time, like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Not tonight.
Tonight's going to be 33 minutes, Jermaine. Jermaine, I got 33 minutes, big bro. Jermaine Katara Johnson from South Carolina is usually my barometer for how well I'm doing or not, and also my time clock. So when I give them a time that I got to be out of here, you guys may see Jermaine or Katara. Sometimes Tia let me go long. Tia don't care, but Katara and Jermaine gonna kind of keep me in line. So really quickly, tonight's title is called, Can You Afford to Start an ILF? Now, normally I'd give an intro that's about 7 minutes long. I'm gonna do that in 45 seconds. Really quickly, I'm y'all new big brother. And just so that you know, I used to be a social worker many years ago. And for 9 years as the social worker, I was begging God to change my life, just like most of y'all. And God allowed me to see a lady that was housing people in exactly what I'm gonna show y'all tonight. The only difference is, Miss Angela, she was doing this in rats and roaches. And because I knew y'all weren't gonna believe me, I actually took pictures of it. So believe it or not, I'm gonna show y'all a few pictures and then I'm gonna jump right into it. So my new family from Lakeland, Miss Antonia, the new Antonia, my sister Jeanette from Tampa and Biblically Bougie. Watch this. Y'all new to me. So here go me as y'all big brother talking about what is an ILF. I just told you that, right? An environment where adults, not the husband and wife, not the boyfriend and boo thing, not even teenagers unless they're aging out of foster care and they're 18 years old.
Right.
So to be around us, they must be an adult. Lucky for me, I got a smart wife that's led by God. She said, babe, we should probably trademark this thing. You look like you might be on to something. Because I always talked about getting into it. But watch this, Jeanette. Now, Jeanette, me and you just met, and you have no reason to believe me. And because I knew you probably wouldn't, Jeanette, I took pictures of it. So can you see these beds on the floor? Jeanette, can you see that burnt up kitchen? Miss Michelle, I don't know you, but I would love to believe that you wouldn't do it like this, Michelle.
Right.
And God allowed me to see a lady that was living my dream, making $41,000 a month. Now, Michelle, you're going to learn that the longer you around me, we don't even really talk about the money that much. because we live by this thing that says money follows ministry.
Correct.
But if you can see these cinder blocks that are holding that bed up, the devil is a liar. We're going to do it like that. Miss Williams, does that make sense from Indiana that we're not putting beds on the floor? We're also not going to do this in rats and roaches, and I only got about 28 minutes. And we're also not going to do this in filth and in squalor. Because one thing about it, most of us are asking God to change our life through helping people and through real estate.
Exactly.
But one thing about it, guys, we can't do it in rats and roaches. Because one thing about this business, the money is already built into it. That's why we live by the phrase that says money follows ministry. So when I saw a lady making $41,000 every 28 to 30 days, Miss Jeanette, I just said, why not me? Biblically Bougie, can you just type in the chat, why not me? 10 of y'all type in the chat, why not me, but do it the right way.
Yeah.
And if I always tell people this, and I'm almost done already, Jermaine gonna be proud of me. If this don't break your heart to see people housed in conditions like this, the rats and the roaches, and look at that young man that I did the best of my ability to keep his face off camera. And what you were, because my pictures is a little small, there were needles all over this floor.
Yeah.
This guy was actually a diabetic. But because there was no rules, no structure, I'm going to tie this back into tonight's title. This guy just took his insulin, took his shot, and just throwed it on the ground. The devil is a liar, y'all. So when I saw people do this the wrong way, I say, man, what if I do this the right way?
Exactly.
Weird, but not. I said, what if I do this the right way, Miss Tanya? And when that girl said, Derek, I'll never teach you this. And before she said that, y'all, I ran into, well, no. Actually, after she said, Derek, I'll never teach you this. You keep sending me them people. And y'all, I took a Saturday and I got about 59 seconds to tell the rest of this story. I took one Saturday and I said, let me go and see what these places look like because nobody wanted to teach it to me. And I ran into a lady, Michelle, that was sleeping on the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
Now, Michelle, if I was a liar, I wouldn't tell you this, but guess who sent that lady to this place? I did. Because when I was a social worker, I didn't see the inside of these places.
Right.
I had a desk, a laptop, and a legal pad with some names on it, and nobody ever answered my phone call except one lady. This lady's best ability was her availability. She was always available.
Yeah.
So one coaching moment I'm going to teach right now is that in this business, if you don't answer that phone and if you're not available, I had to call somebody, y'all. But when she refused to teach it to me, I said, well, I got to get in this.
Yep.
And then she took her phone out one day and she said, Derek, I'll never teach you this, bro. She said, but look what I make doing it. And y'all, there was never a month where it was lower than $41,000 a month. That's why I always remember that number. But one thing we're not going to do last time, if you just joined me, Biblically Bougie, I just met you, but I would love to believe you wouldn't do this. Yeah. I can tell you right now, you don't do stuff like this, Biblically Bougie. I believe that most people that find us, you guys love God, you love people, and you trying to get into real estate. Yeah. You just didn't know that you can mix it all together. Now, as I only got about 21 more minutes left, believe it or not, I'm done.
You failed on your 45 seconds,
people,
by the way.
I know. I just love to show people, Michelle, where this came from. Because if you think I'm a genius, I'm not. Shay tricked me to go to college.
Yep.
Barely finished high school. And today, this is what we make it look like after all the bumps, the bruises. I went through a lawsuit. I made the Channel 8 news. And not because I was a bad guy. Michelle, I just didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
So the Williams family, most of y'all are just like me and my family. Y'all love God. You love people. You love real estate. You just don't know how to put it all together, but that's why God merged me and you together. So 10 of y'all put in the chat, what's up, big bro? Because I'm your big brother now. And I want to show you how we take people from homeless to hopeful. And watch this, because I only got 16 minutes left, I want all of y'all to do this one favor for me. Two things, actually. I want all of y'all to text the phrase more info, not in the chat, but to the phone number that's scrolling below. Shane's also going to put it on the screen. I want you guys to text the phrase more info to 407-326-0086. They're going to put that on the screen. That's going to give you the breakdown of everything I just said in a more of a chronological order, because I got to go here in just a minute. I probably only got 14 minutes. So I want everybody to watch the ILF webinar. The next thing I want you to do, I'm teaching an ILF masterclass
Correct.
on February the 17th, where I'm going to be coaching for over 3 hours long. And you must be there. And it's free and it's online. You don't have to travel. You can show up in your bonnet and your house robe. You don't have to drive nowhere or get on a plane. And watch this. Text the word GROW, GROW, to the same number. So after you text more info individually, then text the word GROW, because I want you to get both of these. Yeah. Watch the webinar first to get the understanding. But then come join us and text the word GROW so that God and I can change your life. And without any further ado, Jermaine, how did I do? And guess what? I'm still going to talk about tonight's topic because I want to drop some gems on y'all. But let's go to a really quick commercial break and we're going to come right back. But please text the phrase more info to that number and then text the word GROW to that same number. We'll be right back.
Right.
I hope you guys are enjoying the information. If you want more information just like this, what you're hearing now, make sure you text the phrase more info and don't put it in the chat. Text it to this phone number. Text more info, that's MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. We're going to give you our complimentary webinar, and then that leads to a complimentary call with me and my team to talk about how fast can we get you started. Let's get back to the show.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's dive in.
So Jermaine said I did good because for my new people, y'all, I take 2 hours to tell that one story about the roaches and the rats. Jermaine, you know Shay ain't gonna never give me no credit, bro, but appreciate. Katara, where's my other temperature gauge?
He said 45 seconds.
How did I do this?
Somebody said 45 seconds. That was not 45
Katara
seconds.
Johnson from South Carolina. How did I do? Because Shay,
that was
my
more
new
like
people,
5 minutes.
That's my boo thing. That's my wife, y'all. But she ain't gonna never give me no credit if I
that
nail
was about
it on,
5.5. That was not 45 seconds. You know full well that was not 45 seconds. Let me take this down because I think
y'all get the point. So I'm your new big brother, and I see a lot of people saying that. Watch this though, and watch how I do this tonight, Jermaine. As I only probably got 9 minutes left. Can you afford to start an ILF? And watch this. I'm not even really talking about money. Right. We're going to talk about money and what it takes, Jermaine, on the 17th at 7:30 p.m.
Correct.
At that masterclass where I'm going to go for 3 hours or longer. Watch this. I want to talk about, first of all, Jermaine, do you have the time? Now, I'm going to start off by saying if God has put this on your heart, we make time for what's important.
Come on.
No different from relationships,
come on,
family, husband, spouse, or children. We make time, and most of us feel like we've been led or called by God to get into this. Not that you got to be a preacher, a bishop, or a pastor, but most of y'all love God, y'all love people, and you trying to get into real estate. We call that a ministry. Shay, really quickly, I do this from an LLC. How do you do this, beautiful?
501c3 nonprofit.
Talk to him a little bit. I'm gonna stretch your time out, Shay. Talk to him.
No.
I'm gonna play her, Jermaine.
I'm trying my hardest to stay on the time clock because I'm not gonna be the one held responsible.
Jermaine, no, I'm gonna blame you.
Anywho, the nonprofit aspect of things looks exactly the same. It costs a little bit more to set up. Because not only are you getting or paying your filing fee for the actual entity, you then have to pay the application fee for the 501c3 designation, or that application, I should say. So again, it's the same systems in place for me as they are for Derek. It's just that I do other things outside of the ILF. The ILF is a consistent source of income or revenue for my nonprofit. Not my nonprofit, the community's nonprofit, but just so that you're familiar, because I'm not going to go down that road tonight. But, that's the difference. There's no other than having a board of directors. I have to kind of make sure that they're on board with the financial part of things, how we're running things, what we implement that is new, how we're spending money, all of that stuff. Where Derek, on the other hand, can make whatever decisions he wants to make without having to have the conversation with the board of directors. He has to have a conversation with me and his accountant, though. Okay. So again, that accountability piece.
How many of you all would rather be a nonprofit or a for-profit? Would you want to be like me and want to make all the decisions, or you don't mind a board of directors to get,
right,
I guess, opinions on how you guys should spend that money. Put in the chat right now, nonprofit or for profit. Keep going, Shay.
And the powerful thing about having a board of directors is a lot of times that they bring something to the table that you may not have. Some education that you may not have, things that you may not know. So as I'm trying to make decisions, as we're making decisions, we lean on each other's expertise to do so. So if you haven't, make sure if you are interested in going the nonprofit route, you can also text the letters N as in Nancy, P as in Paul, O as in Olive, okay, to the phone number 407-326-0086 and get my Know Before You Go nonprofit course. All proceeds from that course sales go into the Angela Denise Foundation. And guess what? It's a tax deduction for you, because you're paying it as a donation into the Angela Denise Foundation. For those of you that purchase it within the next 2 months, I'm going to say you'll also get the Know Before You Go nonprofit ebook. It is completed. We are actually in editing, and then we'll go ahead and get it copywritten, and that will be also added to those that have already purchased the course. And for those of you that are new and want to purchase the course, it will come as a bundle, and it'll also be sold separately. So Derek, back to you. I'm done.
Okay. So as y'all see that she cut into 4 minutes of my time. So can y'all add me 4 minutes back? Somebody in the chat actually already said it. They said, Shay, give Derek some grace. He's got unlimited talk time.
Not tonight, he don't.
Anyway, as I probably got only 8 minutes and 13 seconds left, back to that first point. Do you actually have the time? And like Jermaine put in the chat, we make time for what's important to us.
Yeah.
But also on the real side of it, how many of you guys work a 9-to-5 job? Put a number 2 in the chat. If you right now clock into a 9-to-5 or 11 to 6, 12 to 3,
yeah.
If you work 8 hours a day somewhere where you clock in, put a number 2 in the chat. Because I do really want you to think about how will you market.
Yep, there's a lot.
Now we got an answer for that, but I want you to think of it now because you just met me. Because if you knew me already, you knew that we have a system called Digital Flow Solutions that'll run this whole business while you at your job trying to feed your family. Mm-hmm. So we really believe in that. So if you even want to ask me what makes us most successful, God first, softwares and systems, Digital Flow Solutions, I just said that, virtual assistants, and the assessment to ask the proper questions to move in the right people. But one more time, start to think right now, how much PTO do you have? Prepare the others so that when it's time for you to go out and market this thing that God has put in your heart, when will you go and do that?
Yeah.
Now, if you fall under our coaching and I become your big brother, I'm going to show you how to do that also digitally. But when you join the masterclass on the 17th, I'm going to teach you how nothing is better than an in-person meeting where we're dropping off coffee and donuts and only taking up 5 minutes of their time to talk about who you are and how y'all can work together to end homelessness.
And I'll add this. So just make sure that what we're talking about is, can you afford the time, right? We're not talking about the dollars and cents, even though that does play a role in it, but we want to get you focused on the alternative things that you need to make sure that you're positioning yourself to do well in this space. Okay. So again, the first thing is going to be time, because time equals money. We all know that, right? So time is number one. What's next? What we got next?
Do you have the patience to allow it to happen? Talk to me, Katara Johnson. Talk to me, the Williams family. Talk to me, Miss Patrice. Some of you guys meet me and in 30 and in 60, sometimes 90 days from the day of meeting Shay and I, you have a house and got people in it and you changing your city. Katara, you better tell these people that don't happen for everybody. But one thing I can guarantee, if you give up, this will never work.
Right.
But I can also guarantee that if you stay in and put your hands to the plow, you keep God first and keep our coaching next, there is no way you fail at this. The need for this is too big in your city for where you are. So one more time, because there's more of us now, put in the chat, where are you guys located? I'm in Orlando, Florida. Shay, where are you? Same place? Good.
I hope I'm in
Orlando,
same place.
Florida. Y'all put in the chat where you located. And if you taking notes, point number 1 was, do you have the time? Point number 2, do you have the patience to allow it to see it to come to pass?
Yeah.
You may not be one of my 30-day people.
That's correct.
You may not be one of my 60-day people. I got a guy right now met me 45 days ago and got 2 houses. That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Some of y'all couldn't even fathom that.
And
some of y'all take
Yeah.
45 days to pick your name and decide whether you're going to actually do it. Oh, look at the difference in that.
Calm down. Bring it down. Bring it
Ooh,
down.
I'm getting excited, y'all.
Bring it down.
Now, if you knew, I'm naturally loud. I'm always excited. So this is not me yelling or screaming at y'all. I'm just your big brother, and
I'm trying to get him to calm down,
because
y'all.
when people hear this from me 9 years ago, 10 years ago, I said, God, if you let me get in this, I'll go all over the world, and people won't be able to shut me up about it. And watch this, y'all.
Tia said calm down. Tia said calm down.
See, there go Tia. I knew Tia was going to come. Thank you, Tia. Now watch when Tia said that,
he don't listen to me.
Watch how I change.
Because he don't listen to me, Tia.
Y'all, Tia from Haines City, Florida just said, calm down, Derek. Y'all, watch this. Some of y'all don't know Tia thinking she being mean to me. Tia's got a whole job that says, Derek, save that voice and calm yourself down.
Because he don't listen to his wife.
Derek, but a little bit more. And Shay, when she said it don't kind of work, but when Tia,
how it doesn't work?
Qatar and some of these other people say, hey, bro, bring it down.
But how does it not work when I'm the one that takes care of you?
I know, right?
That's
shame on me, ain't it?
That's you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
So Tia, we got to do better. So what? See, I done lost my point now.
Time, patience.
See, Michelle, see how they do me? See, Michelle knew, so I ain't gonna let y'all embarrass me in front of Michelle. Time and patience.
Yeah.
Do you have the patience to allow this thing to happen?
To see it through, to build
Some of y'all are so hard on yourself. You feel like if this thing ain't worked in 90 days, you're failing. Because if I ask y'all right now how long you been on your current job, some of y'all gonna say 3 years, 5 years, 7. In fact, just 5 of y'all. Put in the chat, how long have you been on your current job right now? Y'all in the chat, watch these numbers. And that's what I mean. So my mom says it like this. So we can go and work for Mr. Charlie and give him 100%, but we can't work for ourselves at 120%.
Come on.
And then you give up in 30 days when it don't look like Shay and Derek. The devil is a liar. That's a trick from the devil.
Yeah.
So let's have some patience. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah. Total sense.
Jermaine, Shay ain't gonna give me no credit, but big bro, I got one more point and I'm almost done. Let's take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group. It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. In fact, my masterclass that I taught, it was over 3 hours and 58 minutes. I put that inside of this $5 group. And if you know anything about me, guys, only my one-on-one people get that kind of coaching. But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there.
Or the number 5 to 407-326-0086. YouTube, we are back. Thank y'all so much. Jermaine, I actually got 9 minutes left. I told the people I had 4 minutes, so I'm actually doing real good. My last point, y'all forgive me, I wrote it down. I'm going to go grab it. Here it is. My last point is, do you have the fortitude to keep pushing?
Same as patience.
Do you have the fortitude to keep pushing when your city tell you can't do this? When your auntie tell you that you can't do this? When some friends or haters or the Facebook group that you in 3 hours over told you couldn't do this?
The jungle.
There's so many people that quit right before they blow up. And you will never know it because you quit. And I know fortitude seems to be a big word even for me today. But that means, do you have the will and the drive not to quit and keep going when other people think you crazy? 11 years ago, when I told people on Facebook, hey, Facebook, I'm getting ready to start to house the homeless and the displaced. I'm not going to use a license. I'm not going to get a $30,000 sprinkler system. And I'm not going to ask permission from my city. God, they thought I was crazy. They called me stupid, dumb. Derek, that'll never work, bro. You must be an idiot. How you going to run a housing program, Derek, with no license, no oversight? I said, y'all, I kind of don't know, but I saw a lady doing it and nobody ever bothered her, and the city seemed to like it until they found out she was doing it in rats and roaches.
Then she got in some trouble.
And one of the first things she said was, Derek, I don't own these properties. Really? She said, Derek, and neither do I have a license. Really?
None.
So along the way, watch what we did. All we did was took the love of God and real estate and put it in a blender.
Yeah.
We mix it together with social services and we pour it all over our city. And because we house independent adults, which I'm a super breakdown on February 17th in that masterclass, that's why we don't need the license, Miss Gina.
Yeah.
Gina, you thought we needed a license because I'm housing people that need to be fed, need to be bathed, need to be driven around.
Yep.
If you taking notes tonight and only got 7 minutes left, if you taking notes, here are 3 things that'll get you in trouble and land you on the Channel 8 news.
A lot of
If
trouble.
you start feeding people, meaning cooking the food and feeding people in this model, you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
If you start driving people around, providing transportation, you're going to get in trouble. And the last one, my favorite, if you start pretending to be a nurse and give out medications, you're going to end up on the Channel 2 and the Channel 7 news. Now, some of y'all are actually nurses, Shay. Some of these people are actually nurses, LPNs, CNAs, but I'll admit, I don't need that.
I need you to hush real quick.
Today.
I need you to hush because I need to get to this. I need to get to this statement. Okay.
Talk to me.
So Mia just said something, and I want to say congratulations. I'm going to say congratulations because you now get the purpose of why you don't deal with zoning. Mia says, I'm not asking zoning nothing else because they didn't know how to classify what it is, and they don't.
And that's why they send you down a rabbit hole of a group home when some of y'all call because you don't know the verbiage.
And see, now you get it. Now you get it. Right? And this is something that we've put in the ILF Academy on 5 million different times. And people keep trying to go down these rabbit holes of zoning. Zoning does not have a clue what this is. They're going to zone you the wrong way. And I just wanted to say that because this is one of the things that will cause people to stop. There's a saying that says, excuse me, don't ask for permission.
It's better to
ask for forgiveness. It is better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say 10 times out of 10, in what we do, nobody knows how it's classified. And then everybody has an assumption of what it is, and they're giving you wrong and inaccurate information, which is then causing you to not be able to start. It's causing that hurdle, that thing that you have, that roadblock that you can't get around, and people give up and throw in the towel. So Mia, don't throw in the towel. Keep the fortitude and do what you got to do, sis.
And I put it in the chat, guys. It's time, patience, and fortitude.
Yeah.
Will you find the time to do this, even though you got a full-time job or not? Talk to me, T. Sims out of Baltimore, Maryland. Full-time job. Talk to me, Katara Johnson with 2 jobs.
Had
full-time job.
She had 3.
Had 3.
no shot. She's like entrepreneur right now. Remember.
And what I'm trying to say, Katara, is you guys are the epitome of what I call no excuses.
Yeah.
I open up my last and even the one coming up masterclass by having a whole slide that says this is the no excuse zone. No more excuses.
Yeah.
Because most of y'all that find us, you guys believe and say that you feel called to this by God.
Yeah.
What an arrogant thing to say if you really don't live it out. Watch this. Procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time for something he's already told you to do. And you can say ouch, or you can say amen. Sometimes you say both. But watch this if you're taking notes. Procrastination, which means waiting and waiting and waiting on the thing you know you're supposed to get into, is the arrogant assumption. Arrogant, that's a bad word against God. Arrogant. I don't want to. My mama got this thing, which is Derek, always stay with your feet on the ground and don't get no big head. Now, naturally, I got a large head, but you know what I mean. Derek, don't ever get big headed. That's arrogance to me.
Yeah.
Assumption. Oh, God will give me more time. Don't put it in the chat and don't raise your hand.
Yeah.
How many of you all have lost a family member in the last 6 months unexpectedly? Don't put it in the chat and don't raise your hand. Don't put no numbers in the chat, but just nod your head to yourself in your living room. My brother was taken away from me the same way. Thought we had forever to run this thing. But God had a different plan. So procrastination is the arrogant assumption. Oh, God will give me more time for the thing he's already told you to act on or move on. Now, do put this in the chat.
That's disobedience.
Type the word me if you feel like you've been called to this. Just those 2 letters, me.
Yeah.
I want to see how many people, Shay, feel like me and you.
Yeah.
We feel like this is our calling.
Yeah.
I never, like my family, that boy Derek gonna be a preacher. That boy Derek gonna preach the gospel when he grow up. No, I ain't. So to speak. But I
can't say that,
end up with the ministry and I proclaim Christ.
So
now,
you
do
are
I
preacher.
carry the title preacher? No. And it don't require that title.
But you are.
But am I a
To share
proclaimer of Christ?
That's
Absolutely.
it. That's all a preacher is.
So what I mean, y'all get the point I'm making. That boy gonna be a preacher.
I'm
No,
going to
I ain't.
debunk him.
But watch this.
Watch your words.
We ended up with the ministry anyway. I don't need a microphone in a building holding the Bible to call it a ministry. Get what I'm saying, y'all?
All right, calm
That's
down.
what I mean. And some of y'all got afraid when you got that calling because you thought you had to get a microphone in a building. Oh, if somebody needs this
Jermaine,
today.
if Derek break my microphone,
Jermaine, somebody need this because somebody thought when they heard that like I did, well, I got to start a church. I got to beat people in the head with a Bible. Showing the love of God through real estate is my ministry. Yeah. Oh, God is so genius for doing that. So believe it or not, look at all those knees in the chat. And believe it or not, Jermaine, I got 1 minute and I'm actually done. So watch this, Jermaine. Katara, she don't give me no credit, but I'm done in this 7:34. Everything else is announcements and me praying y'all out of here. Y'all, I'm y'all new big brother. If you just met me, I'm usually here for a long time. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook at Derek Forston and Shanye Shea Forston. Also follow her at the Angela Denise Foundation. That's the nonprofit side. I'm Second Chance. But more importantly, befriend me on Facebook at Derek Forston. I want to be your friend. But more importantly, you go there and be nosy. Go and look at what we're talking about and what are we doing to make this happen. And February 17th, I'm on announcements now, y'all, at 7:35, and I'm done. Join us. It's online. It's online. And you just text the word GROW, GROW. And if you're on Facebook with us, I put a link in y'all chat. Text the word GROW to 407-326-0086. And other than that, y'all, I promised y'all I'd be done by 7:35, and I did it. Bam.
I have nothing to say.
I'm glad my new people see it because my old people so used to her not giving me credit. When Miss Jeanette see this, she gonna say, "Oh my God, he was right. She don't give him no credit."
I didn't say anything.
And y'all, I had so much fun with it. I'm a mess. If you hadn't realized, I cut up.
That's why
I'm a mess. But
listen.
What you will know about me, my dream and my desire is to see all y'all dreams come true. I just got a comical way about it, but I mean business when I'm talking about this, getting started and not procrastinating. I'll stand on the soapbox on that. I don't play with that. If you say that God called you to this, who are we not to do it? I'm gone. Now unto him. In fact, Shay, bless the people real quick, and then I'm going to pray them out of here.
I didn't even have to say nothing. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you, Jermaine.
Somebody said Derek is breaking the record this year. See what I mean? She ain't going to give the credit. So I appreciate y'all because y'all family too. She ain't going to give it to me, y'all. That's how I go, Miss Phyllis. She said, y'all bless the people. Tell them where to find you. Talk about that new AI group, and let's get out of here.
Join us again for the event on the 7th. When is it? The 17th?
17th.
At 7:30 p.m. Okay. One of our one-on-one clients need us like now, so we need to go. But again, guys, we love you. Follow me at Shanyasha, SHONYASHA on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And you can also follow us at the Angela Denise Foundation on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's been great as always. And I have nothing negative to say because like his mama, like me and mom say, what do you tell somebody that knows it all? Nothing, because they already know it all. So I have nothing to say.
But y'all, it's 7:37. I'm getting ready to pray.
And he's sweating
so
like
he's
sweating that? Like he running from the police.
Oh, I am.
Sweating like he running from.
I am sweating, y'all. But y'all know how hard it is for me to stop this. But let me go because Tell my new people again. I'm getting ready to pray at 7:37.
Well, pray.
Most of y'all know I'm just getting warmed up by this time. Nevertheless, Father God, thank you so much for the seed that was sown tonight. God, thank you for the ability, no matter how Shay treat me, that you give us to come here and do this. Father God, by your mercy and grace, bring all of this information back to these people so that they never forget it. And Father God, most importantly, give them the mind of Christ and the able body to do what you've already called them to do. Because God, we don't want to procrastinate. We want to do exactly what you called us to do. So Father God, can you grace us with relationships? Can you grace us with real estate and land that we didn't even build? Father God, be God in these people's lives. You already did it for me and Shay. But God, do bigger and do better above all they can ask or think according to your purpose and plan for their life. And God, let no devil in hell stop it. Not their family, not their friends, not their city. In fact, God, give them favor with city officials. God, let nothing stop this good thing that you're doing in their life. Because God, this is a ministry. God, you said the poor and needy will always be among us. God, you said when you do unto the least of thee, the marginalized and the displaced, God, you said it's like he's doing a favor unto you. So God, we want to do a favor unto you today. And thank you for allowing us to use real estate to do it in. God, we understand that it's just the vehicle which does your will. So God, give us the real estate, give us the relationships, because God, without the relationships, this business don't work. It's built all on relationships. So God, bring about the right people. But God, please remove everybody from the lives of these people who shouldn't be a part of their journey. I pray that the devil is under their feet tonight and has no place in their life, their business, or their family. And these people will succeed in Jesus' name. And now unto him that is able to do exceedingly, abundantly above all we could ever ask a thing, according to God's power that worketh in us. You guys be great, and we'll see.
Go ahead. I'm gonna do something.
Go ahead. She scared me. So don't hit that button.
I'm gonna hit another button.
You guys be great, and we'll see y'all. Do you want to give something up?
Yeah, I'll scare him. I'll scare him more than that. No, it explains itself.
Okay, so you guys be great, and don't forget 7 days a week live right here on the YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Eastern. And Katara, I'm going at 7:40. Bye, y'all.
Most businesses don't fail because they don't get leads. They fail because no one answers the phone, no one follows up, or knows what to say when the lead finally calls. So instead of me telling you all about Digital Flow Solutions AI voice agents, I'm going to let my AI voice agent, Dobbs, tell you about himself.
Hello, this is Dobbs, Digital Flow Solutions AI assistant. Talk to me like you would a friend. I'm listening and ready to help.
Hi, Dobbs. I'm a business owner, and I really want to know how an AI voice agent like yourself can help me.
Hey there. Great question. And I love that you're exploring how AI can help your business. Here's the deal. An AI voice agent like me can handle a ton of tasks that free up your time and keep your business running smoothly. For example, customer interaction. I can chat with your leads, answer FAQs, and even schedule appointments 24/7. No missed opportunities. Follow-ups. I can send reminders, follow up with potential clients, and keep your pipeline moving. Personalization. I can be customized to match your brand's tone and style, so it feels like your business is always on. Efficiency. I handle repetitive tasks, so you and your team can focus on the big picture stuff. Basically, I help turn curious visitors into loyal customers without you having to lift a finger. Want me to set you up with a free business assessment to see how this could work for you?
I actually have a few more questions. So my next question is, how do you tell the difference between someone who's just calling around and someone who's ready to book?
Great question. The magic lies in how I'm designed to listen and respond. I can pick up on cues from the conversation, like the types of questions someone asks, their tone, and how specific they are about their needs. For example, if someone's just browsing, they might ask general questions like, what services do you offer? Or, how much does it cost? If someone's ready to book, they'll often ask more direct questions like, when's your next available appointment? Or, how do I get started? I'm also trained to guide the conversation. If someone seems unsure, I can provide helpful info to nudge them toward booking. And if they're ready to commit, I make it super easy to lock in a time or take the next step. It's all about creating a seamless experience that feels natural and helpful, no matter where they are in their decision-making process. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Glad that clicked. If you've got more questions, keep them coming. I'm here to help. Or if you're ready, I can set you up with a demo to show exactly how this could work for your.
So here's my last question. You ready? How can digital flow solutions benefit my business today?
Great wrap-up question. Digital flow solutions can benefit your business today by giving you an all-in-one platform to streamline, automate, and grow. Here's how. 1. Save time. Automate repetitive tasks like follow-ups, appointment scheduling, and customer communication. That means less manual work for you and your team. 2. Boost sales. With tools like AI agents, me, CRM, and marketing automation, you can capture leads, nurture them, and convert them into paying customers more efficiently. 3. Stay organized. Everything, from your website to email campaigns to customer data, is in one place. No more juggling multiple tools or platforms. 4. 24/7 availability. I can handle customer inquiries, book appointments, and provide support around the clock, so you never miss an opportunity. 5. Scalability. Whether you're just starting out or scaling up, our plans grow with you. You get the tools you need without overpaying for features you don't.
Can I tell you something? You have been absolutely amazing to work with and talk to.
You're making me blush over here. Thank you so much. Sure, that means the world to me. You're pretty awesome yourself. If there's ever anything I can do to help, you know where to find me.
If this is your first time ever joining us, first of all, I want to say thank you. Second of all, I hope you're enjoying the content. But probably most importantly, I want you guys to text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086. That's going to give you our introductory webinar that breaks all of this down. And it also gives you a call with someone on our team to answer every question you have before moving forward. Because remember, I don't want you to buy nothing before you have a clear understanding of what this is and how to operate it. So one more time, text only these 2 words, more info, to 407-326-0086, and you will get an immediate download. You click that, you put your name, email address, and phone number, instant download. After watching that webinar, which is about 55 minutes long, first of all, it's going to change your life. Second of all, make sure you book that call, and then you join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel right here at Forston Consultants, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's go. Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group. It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. In fact, my masterclass that I taught, it was over 3 hours and 58 minutes. I put that inside of this $5 group. And if you know anything about me, guys, only my one-on-one people get that kind of coaching. But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there. The first step to getting started with your own independent living facility is texting the phrase more info to 407-326-0086. One more time, if you text the phrase more info to that phone number, we're going to give you an immediate text message. You fill out your name, email address, and phone number, and we're going to send it to you instantly to watch it with you and your family or you and your team. And then if you have questions, we want you to join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel so that we can learn and grow together. But if you think that you want to move forward with one of our coaching products, we'll also speak to you by phone just to make sure that you understand fully what you're getting yourself into. And again, it starts with our webinar. So text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
Hey, Derek. I just want to ask, what's the biggest benefit of independent living facility?
Well, in my opinion, the best form of real estate is shared housing. That's why we invented the independent living facility model, because we view it like this. Why get one house and rent to one income, right? A family usually, mom, dad, 3 kids. What the ILF model does, it allows you to take that same 4-bed, 2-bath home and take 8 people from homeless to hopeful. That's the benefit of shared housing.
So what's the secret to being so successful in the ILF housing model?
The biggest secret literally that we have, and it's kind of no secret because we always say it, we keep God first, right? We love people and we love real estate. So we live by this thing that says that we want to please God, right? Because we believe that if you do that, man, everything else can just fall in place. We believe in helping people. And that's something that's actually in the Bible. God says that when you do unto the least of thee, It's like you're doing it unto him. We also believe in being respected by our community while we're doing it. When I first started this, guys, nobody knew me. Today, we're really well known, but not because of how great I am. It's because of the housing program that's changing the lives in the city in which we live in. And then the last part about it, I want you guys to make enough money to feed your family. So one more time, we believe in pleasing God, helping people, being respected by the community, but I also want you to make enough money to feed your family. And you can do that while doing the independent living facility model. So just text more info, just those two words, more info, to 407-326-0086. And that's the first starting point. David, I know you're not there yet, but remember I told you to act in faith. And while you're doing all the homework that I told you about earlier, always be looking for a property, whether that's on Zillow, Realtor.com, Facebook Marketplace, or word of mouth using your social media. Always be looking for a property, because you just never know when God's going to say, go, it's your time. Yeah, I remember that. But, and you won't believe it, but I actually found a property, and it's in one of them HOAs. And see, David, I can tell already you haven't been listening, because that's one of my major rules, is that we never start an independent living facility in an HOA or a community association. Because always in the fine print, it's going to say something about you can't run a business inside of here and you can't not sublet, which is the entire model of what we do. Does that make sense? Dennis, would you happen to have a list of things that, you did wrong in the beginning when you first started your independent living facility? Like, what kind of mistakes that you made? David, that's actually a great question, right? Even coming from you. I wrote a book that's entitled How to Avoid the ILF Fiasco. And in fact, David, it's the 12 dumbest mistakes that are ever made. And because I didn't want other people to make them, I put it in a book. So go to forstonconsultants.com. That's again, forstonconsultants.com, and check it out. That's where you can find all of our ebooks, all of our coaching, and more information about live events. Well, I'm going to just have to do that then, because that sounds like a good starting point to me. Dennis, I was watching one of your replays on your YouTube channel, over there at Forston Consultants, and you said something about paying us as an affiliate if we refer somebody to y'all and they get the coaching, you will pay me. What does that mean? David, do you listen or understand anything we talk about? And yes, that's true. We'll literally pay you for using your affiliate link, that if you drive somebody to us for the coaching and they get it, we pay you 40%. We started that last year. Not sure how long Derek could continue to do that, but David, get in now. Text the word affiliate to 407-326-0086. Fill out the information and you're in. It's that easy. Wow, man. That's a heck of a deal, because basically you telling me if I refer somebody to you for your one-on-one coaching, you're going to give me 40% of that. So Dennis, in your professional opinion, since you trademarked the ILF, which is the best population, or probably which is the easiest population to serve when I want to get started with my ILF? Well, if you're asking me my personal opinion, I love the elderly adults and military veterans. They're super independent. They don't usually need much from you. And again, they're just easier. People that are more settled in life, meaning age-wise, they just typically are a little bit easier than your younger crew. But I always tell people also, right, choose your population by what your community is dictating. Where I live at in Orlando, Florida, it screams for military veterans and elderly adults, which just so happens to be my favorite.